look, it's not that you don't know how to dress well, it's the fact that you're not putting in the extra effort that you see these people on TV or celebrities doing daily that make their clothes stand out and make an average person's clothes look, well, not as good compared to theirs. So today I want to dive into your wardrobe and actually turn you from looking into a this and take you all the way to look like this. And if it sounds interesting to you, let's go. Let's go. So for point number 1, which is actually go and target the guys, is sagging your pants. And yes, I get that sagging your pants was fashioned back in the 1900s to the early 200s, but come on guys, we're in the 21st century. And number 1, if you actually wear these sag trousers, you're exposing your behinds to the wall. Number 2, you just look like a child. And number 3, it's out of date. And nobody wants to see you walking around with your behind hanged outside of your pants daily, because for number 1, it's actually uncomfortable with the people near you, and it's also uncomfortable to you since you'll actually be doubting if your pants will fall on the way. So you'll be questioning yourself most of the time when you're walking around. What you want to do for number 1, you want to look like a grown-up. And by looking like a grown-up, you want to wear these well-fitted pants that run all the way from your waistline to your ankle line. It should be well tailored to fit you enough so that it doesn't have these saggy points, and even if you're not wearing a belt, you can actually just wear it and it won't fall by its own. But I prefer that you wear a belt since for number 1, a belt just makes you look more mature, and for number 2, a belt holds your pants in place, so even if it's going to sag a little, your belt will hold it back in place. So for point number 2, we're going to talk about ironing your clothes, as ironing your clothes has been dated back as the best method to make your clothes look neat and in return making you look neat, as compared to wearing wrinkled clothes, which number 1, make you look untidy, irresponsible, and reduces your confidence level. What you want to do to necessarily nail this thing about ironing your clothes is to number 1, not iron your clothes at the last minute, as the last minute irons might make your clothes, well, it will reduce the wrinkle, but it won't be perfect since you'll be rushing to get out. What you want to do is to take your clothes at least a week before or 3 days before, then iron all your clothes before you hang them or you fold them, so you can iron as you fold or hang. That way, even if you forget to iron your clothes on that date, at least you'll have ironed them days before. Hence, you'll end up with an in advance ironed clothes. Number 3 is wearing faded clothes. And I get one time, this faded clothes was once your favorite clothes, but now that it's faded, you actually have to move on and look for a new clothes. Since for number 1, if you actually wear faded clothes, it looks old. Number 2, it spoils your style. And number 3, it actually wrecks your first impression to everyone you see. Since for number 1, they'll all be looking at you like this guy who wears wrinkled clothes daily. Even if you don't wear that cloth ever again or any other wrinkled cloth, they'll always keep that mentality in their mind that this guy wears wrinkled clothes daily. So to avoid that, you can just look for non-faded clothes or clothes that haven't faded yet and continue wearing them. For number 4 is wearing tiny clothes or small clothes, where I get this was also your favorite clothes like the faded cloth, but it became tinier this time. So what you want to do for number 1 is actually to move on from this cloth. You cannot keep on wearing tiny clothes for the rest of your life, because number 1, it's uncomfortable wearing a tiny clothes, and believe me, I tried that one day. It's very uncomfortable. No matter how favorite your cloth that was, it's uncomfortable wearing tiny clothes. And number 2, it just looks horrible wearing tiny clothes on your body now. So what you want to do is exactly to the same as faded clothes. You can look for more duplicates and continue wearing, but bigger duplicates this time, and continue wearing this cloth continuously. So now the duplicate will be bigger, hence fitting you much more better and giving you the comfort you need. Rather than, especially if it's a tiny shirt, it will be squeezing your pit, and if it's a tiny trouser, it will be squeezing, well, let's say you're everything, it will be squeezing everything. For number 5 is not accessorizing your clothes. Have you ever seen these guys on TV, and have you ever noticed these tiny things that they normally do to make their clothes look, well, much better than they should? Is accessorizing. The accessorizing, I mean, you can just do these little things. Number 1 is to wear a watch. Number 2 is to wear a necklace. Number 3, glasses. Number 4, you can actually wear a ring. Number 5, for those who have studs, you can also wear them. And I don't mean to go and overload your clothes with all kinds of accessories or break your bank looking for accessories. What I mean is, just use the ones that you have available. For number 1, if you have glasses, you can wear glasses and necklace for one day. If you have a watch and a wristband for another day, then number 3, you can actually mix match. You can wear glasses and this on the other day. Or if you want to wear them, you can wear them all if you want. But make sure you're just wearing them all in a sparing manner to avoid overcrowding your body with jewelry. Because for number 1, your hand will be full of rings, your neck will be full of necklaces. So you'll end up doing exercise or weight training on your fingers and on your neck, and you'll end up having a strong finger and a strong neck. Well, I'm just joking, you won't have any of those, but what I mean is you should wear these things sparingly, first to create mystery, and for number 2, it actually look good when you wear them sparingly, as if you wear them all together and in excessive, even if it's all together, it will just look overcrowded and it will look bad, and it will look like you're trying too hard also. And that's all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and to share this video to your friends and family members as we're trying to grow our community. See you next time.